Overthinking and anxious thoughts can absolutely destroy your life. I used to be a chronic overthinker. I'd constantly have thoughts like, this is going to happen, or that person thinks this about me. All these thoughts would race through my head, and I'd actually end up manifesting those situations, even if they were never destined to occur. Or I'd imagine someone being angry at me, even if that wasn't the case at all to begin with, simply because I'd already created that scenario in my mind when it was never even going to happen. Overthinking can even lead to some seriously significant consequences. I learned how to stop overthinking, how to trust in the flow of life, and I'm going to show you all how you can do the same thing in this video. Hey everyone, my name is This, and welcome back to my channel. The first thing I need you to understand is that no one truly knows you. Different versions of you exist in everyone's head. Someone might watch my videos and think, wow, that girl saved my life. She's amazing. Another person might look at me and think, I hate her. She completely ruined me. I feel so lost because of her. Why? Because they have a different perception of me based on their experience. I'm the same person, but people have different experiences with me. It's the same way with other people. For example, imagine your mother. If I asked you right now, oh, how is your mother? You'd give me an answer like, oh, she's like this, and whatever. But then if I asked your sibling, they might have had a completely different experience with her, and they might have a completely different perception of her. So, who is your mother really? Who is she deep down? You don't know. I don't know. And your sibling doesn't know either. Maybe your mother doesn't even know who she is herself. That's why I think it's so unwise to think, oh, why did they do that? I would have never expected them to do that. Or, oh, why didn't that job hire me? I didn't expect that. You didn't know them. You didn't know that person. You just had a perception of them in your head, but that perception isn't them. That's just your experience with that person. It's not that person. That's not that interviewer. That job interviewer who didn't hire you might have thought, oh, I thought they liked me. But in their head, they had a completely different experience with you. Start to understand that nobody truly knows you, and you don't truly know anyone else either. We only have perceptions of other people. And when you adopt that mindset, you won't overthink situations as much. You can accept that, hey, listen, even though I might have thought I did a great job, that other person didn't have a great experience with me, and that's okay. The thing is, voice your thoughts in the moment. My sister said this to me recently. She said, Liz, the one thing that I admire about you the most is the fact that whenever you think something, or whenever you feel something in the moment, you voice it. You say it. Like, if something hurts me in the moment, I'll say it. Oh, I didn't like that. I'm not trying to make a scene about it. I'm also a pretty chill person, and I don't get offended easily. But if I don't like something, I'll tell you in the moment, I didn't like that. Please don't do that. This is also how resentment gets created. And then you become the kind of person you're always angry at, even about minor things, because you didn't voice your opinion when you were mistreated. You bottled it all up back then, so now all those emotions come up even for the smallest thing. The reason why I always voice my thoughts in the moment, and what I think, is because I can't afford to let my brain be filled with unnecessary thoughts. I need this to be clear, not only for my job, but also just for life, and to have peace of mind. I want to go to bed at night not thinking about these things anymore. If I tell you in the moment, I didn't like that, and we can resolve it right then and there, I'm happy. I don't go to bed with fight, anger, or resentment because I can't afford that. If you feel triggered by something or offended, just say that to the person that offended you or triggered you. Like, hey, this is a trigger for me. Hey, this offended me. There's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion. Another thing you can also do is journal about it before you go to bed. If there's a situation, journal it, write it down, whatever, but make sure that it's out of your head and onto something else. You can even paint, do whatever, create an art piece, something that moves the emotions and thoughts out of your head. Another thing you need to realize is, where is that trigger or fear coming from? Overthinking is basically creating situations out of fear, situations that might never even happen, but you are fearful of those situations. Sometimes people overthink. For example, if a guy doesn't text you back fast enough, right? And you start to overthink. Oh my God, he doesn't like me. Oh my God, he doesn't want me anymore. This, that, and the other thing. You overthink and you create this crazy scene in your head, right? And you start to self-sabotage yourself. Where is this coming from? Most likely you have attachment issues. Most likely maybe a parent left your life at an early age and showed you that, like, there was no commitment towards you. So now, every single partner you have, you're scared that they're going to leave you as well. So then you start to overthink, and that's where that fear is coming from. And the person not replying to you fast enough, that's triggering you into that fear, into overthinking. So when you start overthinking something, even if you have a job, right, and that job didn't hire you, why does that trigger you so much? Where's that coming from? Maybe you feel like, oh, they don't see me. They're not validating me the way I wish they would validate me. This is making me feel less about myself. I want to feel worthy. These are all triggers. Look at the root of it. What's behind the reason that you're overthinking everything? Another thing is, look at facts instead of feelings. When we are overthinking, we are acting out of feelings, right? We're acting out of triggers. We're acting out of fear. But look at the facts. That person is probably busy. That's why he's not answering you right now. He's not going to leave you. That's a fact. The job, they didn't hire you because maybe they just found someone better. You were just not good enough for that position. Does that mean you're not good enough in life, or you will not get a better opportunity? No, that's also a fact. When those thoughts come up, you have to ask yourself, okay, this thought that I have right now, that I feel like they're going to abandon me, that I feel like I was not worthy because that job didn't hire me, is that true? Ask yourself, is what I'm thinking right now, is this thought, is it true? My therapist actually taught me this. Every single time a thought would come up that was negative or bad or whatever, or even if I saw a negative comment, she said, Liz, imagine it like with a bubble in your head, like a thought coming up like a bubble, and you're poking it with a needle immediately when it comes. So imagine I saw a bad comment, right, and it came to my head, and I started overthinking. Asterisk poke. Asterisk I do poke, like I'm poking it with a needle. And it really helped me. Overthinking will not change the situation. What if does not exist? You can sit there for hours, for days, overthinking the situation, thinking, oh, this might happen, whatever. But the only thing we have right now is the present moment. What is happening right now? Is this nothing else? You being anxious about what might happen in the future is not real. You might create those situations because of your fear. That's manifesting it. Or you might actually start looking at solutions instead of the problem. We have problems every single day, right? We had bigger problems than this. We had smaller problems than this. But did you not fix them? Are you not still here? Overthinking the situation can only get worse if we allow it to get worse. We can just see there is a problem that arises. All of my successful friends, they do the same thing. Problem comes, we solve it. Okay, how can we solve it? What can we do? What are the options? Boom, 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 and we look at it. You have to, especially if you're a big overthinker, you have to start thinking quickly in these situations. I've been always in survival mode throughout my childhood, so, for me, this comes very easily and very naturally. I'm very good at solving situations under stress. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help when you need help. If there's a situation that arises and you feel like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, call someone. Ask someone. Ask someone else to connect you with someone else to help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You're not weak. You're very strong. You're reaching out to people and saying, hey, listen, I can't handle this on my own. You know how much courage that takes? That is incredibly strong, and people will help you. People will help you. I've been helped so many times by so many people that I'm so grateful for, and I could not have been here without those people. So don't be shy to ask for help. The thing is, when you're overthinking, calm yourself down. Either go to sleep. I've noticed when I start overthinking a lot, it's also because I either didn't have good enough sleep, or I'm just very tired right now. So then I start overthinking. When I go to sleep, all those thoughts go away because sometimes your body just needs rest, and that's why it's like overthinking, thinking weird thoughts, because you're just tired. The thing is with breathing exercises. My yoga teacher actually taught me this, like, when you're breathing, we should actually breathe through our stomach so that we relax. So when you breathe in, your stomach expands, and then you breathe out and your stomach goes in again. That really relaxes you. If you do that a couple of times, your body will relax. Other thing is yoga and meditation. Yoga helps immensely with overthinking and calming your body down. When I consistently do yoga, I'm so relaxed. It calms your whole nervous system down. And meditation, the same thing. just sitting there